Okay, this is just a quick tutorial on resource lists. I have the creating resource lists tutorial from Follett dropped into the paratraining videos, but this one just kind of shows what mine looks like. So in the catalog tab under resource lists, I have a whole bunch of resource lists that I use almost every single day. I use them for various reasons. When we import new records from Follett or our other vendors, I make sure that they are being accounted for each book. At the end of each year, we have to submit a diversity analysis and a collection development plan. So we like to make sure that all of these books are falling into their categories. So I know that right now, currently, I have 316 books that I have added into my African biographies list. We have many more than that, so it's just a matter of being really good at making sure that these books are getting added, especially once they come in, the ones that are sitting on the shelves. Like, that's a project for a rainy day as far as getting them all accounted for in these lists, and being able to kind of search them out here on Destiny and dropping them into the lists. But it's a lot easier as we get brand new books in to go ahead and, if they fit into one of these lists, to just add them in as we get them in. One of the things that I also use is our award book lists. Here I can easily see which books we have in and which books are currently have everything all checked out. So I know right now that all of our copies of It's the End of the World as I Know It are all checked out to students. Same thing for Right as Rain. So all the rest of these books should be over on our Mark Twain Truman shelf. So we want to make sure that we're getting all of those books all shelved together on our Mark Twain Truman shelf. So that way we can make sure our kids are completing that challenge, and that they are all right there for them. I also use titles to be merged. These would be problems like this copy, for example, Dog Man Mothering Heights. I noticed one day when I was adding in a copy of this that in our catalog, we actually have that title in 2 times, and that's a problem. We don't like to see that. We want to make sure that these books see how there's 2 copies. All of these, I did go ahead and merge all of the copies that were here together with this, and that's throughout our district. So we have 6 copies, but a lot of these were split up into 2 different records, and we don't want to see that. All of this should just be one. So at this point, I should go ahead and delete that record, and then that way we have an accurate catalog in our district collection as well as our building collection. So that's something I will do if I see 2 records like that. I will add them all into these titles to be merged list, and then I can select them and say that they are duplicated, and then I can go ahead and view those duplicates, and then I can delete the one that I do not want. So that is kind of how I use the resource list, just for tagging all of our books so we can make sure that we are diverse, attending to our cultural diversity analysis that we are held to each year, making sure that we are representing all different kinds of backgrounds, and also finding merged records, and then also just looking at those award book lists. So those are all just a few different ways to use resource lists. These are things that we can share. You can have your own list. I can have my own list. It's also really easy to share these lists with others, and then that way we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. So that is one thing that we can do there. So if there's anything that you see that you think would be a good idea to have as a list, just let me know. And I hope this video shed some light there on resource lists. Thank you.